Politics and governing isn't all about issues or laws or regulations or mandates. It's about relationships and relationship building.
I was a Democratic governor, and for 8 years I was dealing with a Republican majority in the legislature. I was so pleased at the attitude of a lot of members of the Republican Party. We found ways to work together. That's pretty remarkable in today's world to have two parties work together.
And growing up in a large family, as I did, you learned early not to take credit for too many things. You work as a family, you work as an extended family, as a team, and you get things done.
It's amazing what you can do.
Yeah.
From the humblest background. Get involved, but listen to the other side.
The best ideas come from Maine people. Never came from me, didn't come from my staff. Much of what we did came from Mainers coming to visit with me and giving me suggestions.
I think kicking off the bicentennial has brought people together and started thinking about themselves as a state again, as a whole community, not just pockets of neighborhoods.
Remember, the very first motto in my very first inaugural was, Maine is on the move. The idea being, if people start to feel positive, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
What you do and what you say, how you present yourself and your state can make people feel better about themselves, their community, their state.
Too often, government gets distant, and the closer you are to the people, the more you can truly represent them as their voice in government.
And I think one of the objects of a leader is to break down the silos across the state. I make sure people are talking to one another across the aisle and working with one another across the state.
We had the worst flood of the Kennebec River in 50 years. And I can remember being on the banks of the Kennebec in Augusta and Hollowell, helping people fill sandbags to protect businesses and homes. And 2/3 of the people there didn't even live in Augusta or Hollowell. And it was just the way Maine people are in reaching out to people in difficult times.
The ice storm, of course, was an incredible challenge. Probably the greatest natural disaster to ever hit Maine. The best part of the ice storm was the way people came together. Somebody'd call in and say, I'm in Etna and I don't have any water, and people would bring them water. It really was, in a sense, Maine at its best. Maine was tested that week, and it passed.
Maine is one state, not a state divided, but a state united. Even though we have varying opinions, but we're united in many ways.
People in Maine are very fair. I mean, there's partisans on both sides, but for the most part, people in Maine are very fair.
People do have an opportunity to try to make a difference.
There's no limit to where you can go. Don't be afraid to fail. If you want to do something, give it a try.
We are blessed to live in Maine, not burdened by it. And we have enormous opportunity, and we just have to set our sights as high as our dreams will take us.
I always say in Washington, they say, why do you like Maine so much? I say, it's a big, small town with very long streets. We still know each other and care about each other.
That the future of Maine is really, really bright.
I mean, Maine is just a wonderful place. I used to say to people, look, we can't help it. We're from Maine. People are just better.